Good evening and welcome to the historic Meyer Theater in downtown Green Bay. In the summer of 2018, the 25th Green Bay Packer was enshrined in Canton, Ohio at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Please welcome the one, the only, Jerry Kramer.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, Jerry.
Thank you, Bert.
Have a seat, sir. Well,
Thank you. That was a lovely welcome.
It never gets old, does it?
I expected about 2 people out here, so
yeah.
I'm a lineman, so I always have lower expectations.
Oh, don't sell yourself short, Jer. Come on now. Look, it had to be, I guess, has this been a whirlwind for you the past 8 or 9 months? If you go back to really January when you knew they were going to give you that gold jacket?
It's been, it's gradually sinking in. It's gradually, I look at the ring every once in a while and I see some other things like the unveiling here in Green Bay 3 or 4 weeks ago. When I saw my name on the stadium wall, my first impression was a 9-year-old kid back in Idaho and the wonder that might be in his eyes. And I saw that child when I looked at my name on the wall, and then it all kind of was real. Mr. Baker was there, my children were there. The crowd was there, the whole thing was there, so I'm not really totally comfortable with it, but I'm getting there.
You're getting there. Well, let's go back to that 9-year-old boy, and even before that. I mean, humble beginnings, kind of a mountain man from Montana to Utah, and then settling in Idaho, and you really weren't on the path to be a pro football player. I heard a story you wanted to be an engineer at one time.
I thought about that. Yeah, my dad was an electronics guy, and he thought engineering was wonderful, and that the greatest thing a person could do would be to go to MIT.
Right.
That was a faraway castle, a golden castle on a hill, and so he got me into various areas, but I was headed toward engineering, and I actually entered the University of Idaho as an engineering student, and I was soon told that it was a really bad idea if I wanted to play football and study engineering. And my comment was, if I don't play football, I go home.
Right.
You know, I'm on a scholarship, and without that, I wouldn't be here, so I drifted a bit.
But that said, you took your talents elsewhere later on, and we'll get into the writing of books and the audio and Lombardi and all the things you've done throughout your life. But when you're in a place like Idaho and you land in a place like Wisconsin, was that transition easier because of the fishing, the hunting, the outdoorsmanship? I mean, you were into all of that. You
know, I had such a limited view of the world and this United States and Idaho even, right? That when I was drafted, I came out of class at the university, and a friend of mine named Wayne Walker, who played 15 years with Detroit, was waiting for me. And he said, "You got drafted." I said, "Great, who drafted me?" "Green Bay." "Wow, what round?" "4th round." "Wow. That's really cool. Where the hell is Green Bay?" We went and got a map. We got a map and looked it up. And oh, it's by a big lake.
A couple of them.
Oh, that is a big lake. That's Lake Michigan. So when I came to Green Bay, there were 50,000 people here. And that was a big city, right, for me. That was my hometown was about 3,000. The university was maybe 4,000 or 5,000. But 50,000 people was a big city. So I fit in quite well with Green Bay and the hunting and the fishing and the outdoor lifestyle, and it was what I had been used to in Idaho, so it was pretty comfortable for me.
When we come back on An Evening with Jerry Kramer, the early years in Green Bay.